had a bad experience. I've reached out to Airbnb numerous times, trying to state my claims of issues that when I checked into this guest apartment on Airbnb. I've numerous pictures and proof of things that I've dealt with, and I've reached out numerous times, calls, chats through the Airbnb app. I've been told that I would get a reply back. I've waited days and days to finally get a response, and every time that somebody does respond, it's somebody completely different. I'm hoping that they reach out to me and that they resolve this issue. That's what I would do if I was in their position, is to make my guests happy. So. So it kind of started. I'll start from the beginning. I made a reservation with a host here in Las Vegas. Actually, I messaged the host the day before I made the booking to let him know that I was going to make the reservation for the next day, and I was going to pay for it. So I reached out to the host the next day at 9:30 in the morning to let him know I was going to make the booking and if I could check in possibly early. And what happened was he didn't reply back to me until an hour before check-in. So I didn't want to make my family wait in the vehicle with me in the Las Vegas sun and the heat. So I made another hotel reservation. I came out of pocket of $175 again for another night. So I didn't get to check in after I paid for it until the next following day, when he finally got a hold of me. When I checked in the next day, so a day after I already paid, it was already bad out the gate. Basically, I showed up. There was a sign above the thermostat that was taped above it that said not to touch the AC unit, not to turn it below 71 degrees, or else it would freeze up or something like that. I took pictures of all that. I was never told by the host before paying that I couldn't turn the AC below 71. That kind of out the gate kind of already upset me because I like to keep it cold. And then I noticed as well in the description before I even paid for the booking with the host that it said that I paid for a month, so 28 days. I would assume that paying for a month, I'd be able to cook and make my own meals while I'm staying at a full apartment. There was no cooking utensils. There was no pots or pans to even cook on. That was listed in the description of the host's apartment before I paid. And there was cockroaches, the dirty linens, there was stains on the sheets. There was a numerous amount of things that went wrong. And I reached out to Airbnb literally the second day of being there. Literally less than 24 hours, actually. So it was about a little over a day and a half, I would say. I reached out to Airbnb customer support. I called them, and I was lied to on the phone by numerous different representatives by them, saying that a manager was going to call me back. Literally, as I hung up the phone with that person and nobody called me back, I reached out to them on the 28th of October. And I didn't receive a reply from somebody until I believe it was 6 days later. And then when I did receive a reply, the person that reached out to me through the chat message stated that they were going to look into the information for me to send in pictures of everything of all the claims that I had of cockroaches, dirty linens, everything that I claimed that was wrong with the place to begin with, and why I wanted a refund. And I sent everything into that person. She didn't return my message back for about 2 days. 2 days went by. And somebody else that was different from Airbnb sent me another message. It wasn't even the same lady, and she said that she was an ambassador and that she was going to look into the information, and then she would get back to me. And then more days went by for somebody to reach back out. It was somebody totally different again. And they sent me another message saying they're going to do the same exact thing. And it was just a headache. And it kept on going, and nobody would help me out. I was continuously lied to by Airbnb's supposed managers. and nothing came of it. I've been reaching out to them still to get a refund back. I paid over $2,500 for 28 days, and I'm just really upset. I mean, in their policy, their guest refund policy, it states that if their description of the place is not the same as when you pay for it, and you show up and it's different than when it shows descripted, then that's a guest refund policy. That's a policy that they have in place to issue a full refund to a guest, as well as cockroaches like vermins, insects. That's another one of the policies. Another issue if you have that they have to issue a full refund in their policy. And I stated all those things to them at the time of continuously talking to them, and nobody reached out to me. Nobody would listen to my side of the story. And then I've been fighting with them still to this day to try to get my money back. My solution is for them to look over the pictures and the proof that I have, and for them to uphold their guest refund policy. I mean, that's why they have it in place. And to give me at least my refund back of the money that I paid. I paid over $2,500 for 28 days, and I reached out to them literally the second day after checking into the unit. I'm hoping just that it gets shared. I mean, I've reached out to friends and family for them to share it, my post and my review, and then just hopefully Airbnb sees it, post it, and share it everywhere, that they finally contact me and handle their customers' complaints. I mean, if I was, I mean, I own my own business as well, and I uphold my professionalism and customer service to the highest extent. So I mean, I wouldn't want somebody bashing my company or saying bad things about me. I want somebody to say always good things about me. And if there was somebody that was upset, I would reach out to them as soon as possible and fix whatever the issue was, to the best of my ability.